Hello, and welcome to the Oakland Schools Insider. I'm Superintendent Kenneth Gutman. In this fourth installment, we're taking a look at important work happening across Oakland County and across Oakland schools. Today, we begin with a conversation about the proposed Oakland County Regional Enhancement Millage and what it could mean for local public school districts and eligible public school academies. Then, we'll celebrate excellence in education with a special Oakland County Outstanding Teacher of the Year highlight. And finally, we'll take you inside an important literacy initiative, the Adolescent Accelerated Reading Initiative, known as AARI. Let's get started. Joining me today is Dr. Rich Macheski, Superintendent of the Troy School District. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Mr. Gutman. I appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Great. Hey, before we get into the details, Dr. Macheski, what action did the 28 local school boards take to move an enhancement millage forward?
Yeah, so school districts representing a majority of the local district's population in Oakland County passed resolutions requesting this be on the ballot.
Okay. And so then, for those hearing the term regional enhancement millage, because there's so much confusion in education between sinking funds and bond initiatives, what does an enhancement millage mean? What is a regional enhancement millage?
Well, first and foremost, it is a property tax. And in this case, it is a property tax increase. I think it's really important that we acknowledge that. It provides public schools additional opportunities for funding. It's beyond what the state provides under Proposal A. And it allows an ISD to levy a regional enhancement property tax up to 3 mills. If approved, it's collected countywide, and I think that's really important. And it's distributed equally to public school students and eligible public school academies on a per pupil basis.
Now, you just said it can be up to 3 mills. What exactly is being proposed for Oakland County?
We're asking in Oakland County 1.5 mills. So it's a 1.5 mill increase over 6 years. And that will be on the August 4th ballot, which will be collected in December of 2026.
One important clarification, I know people don't always understand this and I don't blame them, is how the funds would be distributed. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so Oakland Schools collects the funds. So they're the fiduciary. Funds are going to flow through Oakland Schools. The revenue is then distributed to local public school districts and eligible public school academies on a per pupil basis. So the number of students you have in a district is times the amount that the enhancement millage generates.
That's a really important point. Oakland Schools, and to be really clear about this, Oakland Schools does not receive 1 penny from this. The funding goes directly back to local districts and eligible public school academies. So there's talk about how this might be used in districts. How could it be used potentially in districts? Obviously, they're local district decisions, but how could it be used?
So since Proposal A, the state has controlled most of school funding. And one of just a few local options that is provided us is this regional enhancement millage. It's important to note that school districts can choose to spend this money differently based upon their own needs, but that could include maintaining class sizes, attracting and retaining talented staff, addressing operational costs, supporting student safety and wellness, stabilizing special education funding, and maintaining important programming and services. So any of those can be utilized by school districts with these funds.
People may want more information on this. Where can they go?
Anyone needing additional information can go to oaklandenhancementmillage.com.
You said this already, but let me ask you again. When do voters get to decide?
Voters will decide August 4th, 2026 during the primary election. If approved, collection would be December of 2026.
Dr. Macheski, thank you so much for explaining what a regional enhancement millage is, what it could mean, and when voters get to choose.
Thank you, Mr. Gutman.
Across Oakland County, the impact of public education is made possible every day by outstanding educators who go above and beyond for students. Recently, 4 exceptional educators were recognized as Oakland County Outstanding Teachers of the Year. Let's take a moment to celebrate their dedication, leadership, and commitment to students in this special highlight. me start with two simple words. Thank you. Truly, thank you. Thanks for the work you do every single day, work that often starts before the school day begins and continues long after it ends. Work that isn't always visible, but it is always meaningful. Work that shapes the future of every community we serve. But I also know this, great teachers rarely do this work alone. They collaborate, they learn from one another. Behind every great classroom is a community of educators committed to getting better. And that's something truly special we have here in Oakland County.
Congratulations to each and every nominee in this room. To be recognized by your school district is a profound testament to the impact that you have, and we are truly honored to celebrate your achievement. It is because of educators like you that so many of us find the confidence to pursue our dreams.
Congratulations again to this year's Oakland County Outstanding Teachers of the Year. We're proud to recognize the incredible work happening in classrooms and school communities across our county. Before we close out this episode, let's take a look inside AARI, the Adolescent Accelerated Reading Initiative, and the important work happening to strengthen literacy across all subjects.
AARI stands for Adolescent Accelerated Reading Initiative. It's a short-term intensive reading support for students who are reading 2 or more grade levels below their current grade level, and it strengthens their inferential questioning, critical thinking skills, and reading comprehension in informational text. So teachers are meeting students where they are with what they can understand and scaffolding them to a higher comprehension level.
AARI was developed in 2007 at Oakland schools, specifically for students in grades 4 through 12. Our data that we use, the qualitative reading inventory, shows about 2.5 grade levels of growth on average after 1 semester of AARI. It's unique in the intervention world. It's one of the few interventions that we have for middle and high school students, especially around comprehension. And it's unique because it's also been developed specifically with adolescent readers in mind and aligned with their adolescent development, which is different than our younger readers.
I think that all of this, the work that we do in AARI, has impacted kids not only in their learning and their attention spans, but honestly the thing that I see most with my kids is they really grow in confidence and they start enjoying coming to school a little bit more. They feel like they belong a little bit more, and they're more confident answering those questions and doing the work in class, which helps their grades and everything overall.
AARI has been the best professional learning I have ever had. It has impacted everything I teach, math, social studies, ELA, science, because it is a complete framework for comprehension, and that's ultimately what we want in all the core areas, is comprehension. The methods that have been most beneficial, both parts of the framework with the mapping and the questioning, because the questioning works with one student intensively through the entire process of comprehending the question and being able to summarize it. Mapping then asks them to understand the author's intention and the writing style that was used to communicate the information.
One of our foundational elements in AARI, which I think is one of the special things about it, is that we build community in our classroom. Our students do feel that comfort level in taking risks to share their thinking and work through thinking and do that hard thinking in front of their peers. It's really student-led discourse.
What's been positive in the class is that how we participate and focus and gain confidence from each other and communicate during work.
This class has impacted me being able to, in my other classes, being able to read stuff better, and while we're reading books, I'm able to comprehend it. It's overall easier.
My favorite part of the class is
everybody gets each other. Nobody's like signaling out anybody, making sure everybody's in part of one whole group and not like singling out anybody, making sure everybody feels welcome.
What I would tell other students about this class is that I think they should take it because I feel like I've learned things easier when they were hard, and you would probably have a lot of fun.
This class has helped me by like participating more and by like raising my hand more so I can understand the subject. They're kind of like, you kind of have to like raise your hand and like make sure you understand it, so then it helped me in my other classes.
This has helped me the most because like when we're mapping and sharing the map in like a small group, I feel confident. And then when I go into my other classes and share like a map or a project we're doing, I feel like I'm more confident and I don't stutter that much when I'm sharing the map anymore.
We give thanks to the Oakland Schools consultants, district teachers, and students who provided that closer look at how AARI is focused on strengthening literacy across content areas and helping educators support reading development in meaningful, practical ways. Thank you for joining us for this 4th installment of the Oakland Schools Insider. We also want to thank all of our viewers who have watched, supported, and shared the series. We are grateful for the opportunity to connect with you and highlight the people, programs, and initiatives making a difference across Oakland County. To stay connected, visit our website at oakland.k12.mi.us, subscribe on YouTube, and stay connected with us on social media. We will be back in the fall with more episodes of the Oakland Schools Insider. I'm Superintendent Kenneth Gutman. Thank you for watching.